What's going on, YouTube, and what's going on to all you savvy investors out there? Welcome back to the Making Easy Money YouTube channel, where our main focus and goal is to make money in the stock market. And what we came to talk about here in today's video is a stock that you do not want to miss out on. This thing has more room to run. Also, we're going to take a brief look at DXYZ. I do feel as though that this stock is going to break that $50 high here early off in the month of December. Stick around, I'm going to tell you guys why. Also, we're going to take a brief look at NNE, which actually broken a pivotal price point here today, and I'm going to explain to everyone why this actually matters. And just to let everyone know, we're going to be doing a update video on GME here later today, ladies and gentlemen, talking about the gamma squeeze situation. Is GME still in gamma squeeze formation? So if you guys do want to check out that video, can you please comment in the comment section below? See you there. So with no further ado, let's dive right in. First stock we're going to talk about here in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, and that is DXYZ. Now, as you all know, this thing has been getting a lot of interest from retail investors due to the huge stake that they have currently in SpaceX, which is a privately traded company. Now, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great way to expose yourself at one of the most, should I say, one of the most strategic space companies out there, SpaceX. Not only that, backed by one of the most iconic, should I say, inventors of our time, and that is Elon Musk. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that SpaceX tend to actually fire off a rocket much more often than Rocket Man himself. So with that being said, with SpaceX, Elon Musk becoming the new Rocket Man, that has a lot of catalysts for a company like DXYZ, which tends to actually see a positive move in price each and every time SpaceX has a successful rocket launch. With that also being said, ladies and gentlemen, their success rate is pretty darn high. With that being said, DXYZ has set itself up for a great run here for the month of December. Now, with that also being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be very volatile. One of those buy the rumor, sell the news things. Each and every launch, we're going to see a move in price pretty darn quickly, but shortly after, we're going to see things cool down and correct. I do feel as though that DXYZ will reach and breach those $50 levels here early off in the month of December, within the next launch of SpaceX rockets. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, once actually within the next 5 years or so, SpaceX is going to be so big and have captured so much market space. I do feel as though that DXYZ may see market caps and revenues pretty darn high here within the next 3 years for sure. The next 3 fiscal years for DXYZ. Be looking out for those earnings reports as well. That's going to show a reflection on their investment in SpaceX. Last but not least that I wanted to speak about on DXYZ, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the recent short sale activity. We have been consecutively getting a high short sale ratio, which points to aggressive short selling, which can also cause a continuation to the upside due to short covering going on. So keep that in mind. Next stock we're going to talk about here in today's video, and that is NNE. As you all know, this is one of our favorite, well, it's our favorite nuclear stock, but our favorite uranium stock is UEC. Now, for those that isn't familiar with UEC, I will be doing a UEC update video over on my second YouTube channel, which is called Grandmaster-obi, so make sure you guys get over there. But back to NNE. Now, we did actually break those pivotal levels here today, actually breaking that recent high of that 2780. Now, today's 2943 high comes with a expected retracement due to how high we are much over that upper on this Bollinger Band. As you guys can see here, we do expect to retrace back down towards those $26 levels here for a slight correction here in NNE. But just to let you guys know, NNE is expected. Again, I do feel as though that this company later down the line is going to have another phase of dilution due to the high cost that it does take for them to actually produce one of their products. So do keep that in mind. I do feel as though that this stock is headed towards those $45 levels here before the end of 2025's Q1. I do see a lot of momentum actually coming into NNE here pretty darn soon due to a lot of retail investors haven't actually got insight on this stock just yet, and as a reflection of that is the volume. We haven't seen huge volume trading days here in NNE just yet, but I do feel as though that a great earnings report will shed huge light here. As you guys can see here, coming from this earnings report from a turnaround from the one before, as you guys can see here, we do see a major uptrend, and if we do get that exact same type of momentum from this next upcoming earnings report, ladies and gentlemen, I do feel as though that NNE may see those market caps around $1.5 billion here before the end of the summer next year, and those levels may be sustainable at that point, depending on what this administration plans on doing and which direction they plan on heading into, because again, Donald Trump didn't so much favor nuclear power, so it's going to be very interesting where things go from there. Next stock we're going to talk about here is one of those plays you do not want to miss out on, ladies and gentlemen, and that is QUBT. As you guys can see here, this stock has been performing pretty well. We first got into this thing over in our Discord on Friday, 11/15. This thing did actually make a great cup here to that $5.31 levels, but we'll be looking out for this thing to actually cross those $6 levels here early off next week, if not here tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We do see major short trading here yesterday, backed by a huge total short volume, and seeing as though that today's uptrend is causing huge pressure on yesterday's short sold shares, ladies and gentlemen. Today is solely coming off of a short cover wave, which can continue and cause a swing cycle here in QUBT, which can ultimately push us towards those $6 levels here early off tomorrow, and that is why I'm telling you guys to look out for this thing here today. Just looking at the huge short sale activity here so far, just off of those block orders, pointing to massive outflow of 1.89 million, and we got less than just 3 hours of trading left, ladies and gentlemen. Be looking out for QUBT to more than likely to see a rally here in today's aftermarket hours for sure. I do feel as though that after reaching and breaching those $6 levels, this thing does have more steam to continue. So I will continue to update QUBT here for tomorrow and the remainder of next week. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, may the gains be with you.